Hey guys, I wanted to address kind of just a raw moment and just talk about some stuff that we deal with as parents. So this is mainly directed to dads, but even if you're not a dad, I think there will be um, some truth and some benefit to it. So stick with me. I had an issue with one of my children, and excuse me, getting over being sick. Had an issue with one of my children where we just struggling with not defiance isn't really the word, but lack of responsibility, taking responsibility for actions, and maybe a hardened heart, I guess, just just a lack of almost, I don't know, just seared conscience. I don't know how else to say it. Just having issues, wanting to admit, excuse me, any wrongdoing and apologizing. And it's just been kind of an ongoing issue. So today we sat down, had a long heart-to-heart, and in the process, I found that, I'm just walking through like, okay, what are you angry about? What's the problem? Like, let's get to the source of this and try to figure out what's going on. Let's talk through it logically. Let's talk, I want to fix things logically. Eventually it came out that the child was mad at me, and I'm like, what do you have to be mad at me for, right? I provide everything that you need. You have most of what you want, all this stuff, right? And excuse me, what it came down to was there was a moment a while back where we were shopping at Sam's Club, and my children were out of control. They were just not obeying. I say out of control. They're never really that bad, but they were acting unacceptable as far as I was concerned. And so I reprimanded them very sternly. I did it what I thought was out of love, and also like, we're not doing this in the store, right? So let's get this. Here's Ollie. He's coming to check on what we're doing. Just like this is not happening here in the store. So I was very harsh, but I felt like it was within. Getting a phone call there. Nope. I felt like it was within. I was trying to be gentle, and by gentle I mean using the least amount of force necessary. So, anyway, whatever happened. I think what happened is I embarrassed my son because I called him out in public, really all of them, and by doing so, I guess lost some trust or something. So he's been harboring this like animosity, I guess, toward me. I didn't know it. So, and he's sitting there across the table, just arms crossed, won't make eye contact, just very defiant. And in that moment, I'm sitting there praying, just like, God, help me. Like, what do I do here? What am I supposed to? And then it kind of came out, excuse me, came out what was the root of this, at least what I can figure out. And so I just apologized, just like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to embarrass you. I didn't mean, I was just trying to put an end to it, but I apologize for embarrassing you, and maybe even being too harsh and overdoing it. And it just like it snapped a cord of whatever was going on, and he just broke down and forgave me, which I appreciated, and then apologized for the way he's been acting, and just went through this like complete and total transformation. And it taught me an important lesson there about how I need to make sure, number one, that I'm even when I'm disciplining my children, which needs to be done, right, that I need to be cautious about how and when I do it, for one thing, but being willing to admit when I kind of overdid it a bit and apologize to them goes a long ways towards showing them that they need to apologize to me and to their brothers and to God. And so it was just a very interesting moment that I thought I would share with you guys. I'm not trying to spill all of our family issues all over the internet. Excuse me, man, whatever's gone around it's been nonstop. Anyway, James in the Bible, and then it's also echoed in the James is echoing the Old Testament, but God resists the proud but gives grace to the humble. Let's believe what James says. And just that little bit of humility on my part opened up the floodgates of humility on his part. And so it's just a domino effect. So I just want to encourage you dads out there, don't I'm not saying be a pushover or anything by any stretch of the imagination. Don't hear me wrong, but be willing to admit your faults, and you might just see a ripple effect with your children, with your family. So that's it. 7 minutes of ranting about that, but hopefully this encouraged somebody. And let me know in the comments. I'd love to have a discussion down there if anybody else has had any similar issues, not necessarily even just with your children, but with anyone, coworker, whatever. So I'm Eric with East Texas Homestead, encouraging you to live faithfully and prepare thoroughly for good times or bad. See you on this video right here.